Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation on e-learning, a holistic view. As we all are aware about the current situation wherein due to the COVID-19 lockdown, our education functioning has been adversely affected. The schools and colleges are shut down and teachers and learners are confined to their respective home with access to the external world only through the information and communication technology. Since we have to utilize this accessibility as means for continuation of our learning and development endeavor, e-learning has emerged as the best option to achieve the set objective. Let me share with you my presentation. In today's session, I'll be presenting my view about what is e-learning, types of e-learning, variables for effectiveness of e-learning, barriers of e-learning, benefits of e-learning, and my conclusion about the presentation. Let's look at what is e-learning. E-learning is an abbreviation of the term electronic learning. Some of the definitions are as follows. E-learning is a learning utilizing electronic technologies to access educational curriculum outside of a traditional classroom. In most cases, it refers to a course, program, or degree delivered completely online. Another definition states that e-learning is the purposeful use of information and communication technology to enhance learning experience which is delivered by computer-based and web-based learning environments. In short, we can say that e-learning is an internet-enabled learning through the use of ICT. ICT stands for Information and Communication Technology. Uh, E-learning pioneer Bernard Luskin in 1963 installed the first computer in community college for providing computer assisted instruction. He advocates that the E should be interpreted to mean exciting, energetic, enthusiastic, emotional, extended, excellent, and educational in addition to electronic. We can add more words to this list such as evolving, enhanced, everywhere, every time, and everybody. Let's look at the types of e-learning. E-learning is classified broadly into two categories based on the time and place of the learner and the teacher. When the learner and the teachers are online and interact at the same time but from different locations, it is called synchronous learning. Synchronous learning is a distance education that happens in real time. When learner can ask their question to the teachers and get answers instantly either verbally or through chat. Virtual classroom, audio video, conferencing, webinar are some of the means of synchronous learning. On the other hand, when the learner and instructors are neither online at the same time and nor at the same place during the process of learning, it is called asynchronous learning. Asynchronous learning occur through online and offline channels without real-time interaction. It involves coursework delivered by web, email, through LMS. LMS stand for Learning Management System, and message board that are posted on the online forums. It is a pause and resume kind of learning. An important benefit of asynchronous learning is that learner can learn at his own pace and time. Now we will explore the important variables responsible for achieving the effectiveness of e-learning. These variables are grouped under input, process and output elements of learning system. Input of e-learning comprises of course material, which include audio video recording, e-books, presentation, notes, reference links, etc. The course material provided to learners usually comprises of material entirely created by the teacher or the trainer himself. To do so, he has to analyze the needs of the learner, produce e-content, design and develop it to make it presentable before delivering through the selected platform. Or he can use the course material from the open educational resources OER, which are commonly known, or other copyrighted resources. The effectiveness of e-learning depends to a large extent on what is provided and how it is delivered. Next comes the information processing of course material by the learner. The effectiveness of e-learning also depends to a lot extent on the ability of learner to be attentive throughout the course duration and on the way he select, organize and interpret the different aspects of information provided. All these things play a significant role in his comprehension of the topic. For retention of information, he may either repeat the topic or revise what he has learned, as he has to reproduce what he has learned during the assessment process. In the end, the effectiveness of e-learning too depends on nature of assessment tools and on the benchmark set for the learning and development outputs. Here I would like to share my own experience with you. In couple of FDP programs I have successfully completed, participants' learning was evaluated by providing the simple assignments and easy quizzes. On raising this low benchmark issue, one of the members of the organizing committee justified it, saying faculty members are not familiar with the ICT and edutech tools and many may drop out if we increase the difficulty level. In addition to the major variables, I have shortlisted the other moderating variables in the next slide. I have categorized them as a barriers of e-learning. Let us first look at the barriers of e-learning faced by learners. Insufficient resources. Many learners don't have adequate resources required for e-learning like smartphone, laptop, desktop, high-speed internet connection with them to go through the online learning. Inadequate support. There are learners who require support of teacher throughout the e-learning experience. They may not be comfortable using the learning management system on their own. Even the support of family member is required for providing the learning environment similar to the one available in traditional classroom. Also, family member support is required for minimizing the distractions and allowing learner to devote uninterrupted learning time for achieving the set objective. Limited technical experience. Some online learners may be hesitant to leap into e-learning because they lack the required technical experience. Challenging e-learning material. Some learners with low intelligence find e-learning material challenging, leading to frustration and dropouts. Short attention span. Learner having a short attention span finds it difficult to remain focused for a long time. Habit of procrastination. Learners with the habit of procrastination keep postponing things, which leads to lagging behind in scheduled learning process. Lack of motivation and negative attitude towards e-learning. All those with inadequate motivation and inappropriate attitude finds e-learning boring and difficult. They are not ready to accept it as a better form of learning. Now, let us look at the barriers of e-learning for teachers and trainer. Many teachers have negative attitude towards e-learning. They also lack the motivation to adopt the new trend. Teachers with habit of procrastination keep postponing things, which leads to lagging behind in implementation of scheduled learning process. Some teachers have inadequate technical skills and find it difficult to engage the class even with a simple audio video aid. Many teachers lack the accessibility and have inadequate knowledge and insufficient hands on experience about the various essential applications of education technology. In e learning, teacher has to play the role of facilitator more than in traditional classroom teaching. And lastly, the teachers with inadequate multiple intelligence find it difficult to connect and interact fruitfully with the learners. When all the adversely affecting variables are taken care of, we get the following benefits of e-learning. E-learning accommodate everyone's need. Students who are working part-time or full-time can take advantage of e-learning. Office goers and housewives can also take online courses at time that suits them. It has been observed that people choose to learn at weekends or in evening times depending on their availability and comfort. Learners can access the lectures number of times. Unlike traditional classroom teaching, with online learning, student can access the content an unlimited number of times whenever he wants with ease. E-learning provide quick delivery of lessons. Lessons start quickly and also wrap up in a single learning session or in a concluding session. This enable training program to easily roll out within a few weeks or sometime even days. E-learning is effective and powerful. E-learning make it easy to grasp the content and digest it. The audio-visual aid helps in remembering knowledge for a longer time. E-learning reduces the time, money and efforts required for learning. It is cost effective as this method is quick and easy. The long training period, infrastructure, stationery, travel expenses, etc. are reduced. E-learning create less impact on environment. As e-learning is a paperless way of learning, it protects the environment to a lot extent and it is highly eco-friendly way of learning. Now let's see the benefits of e-learning to teachers and trainers. E-learning enhance productivity and improve the performance of the teacher. With e-learning tools, it is easy to monitor the progress of the learner. The e-learning platforms having inbuilt administrative features which help in the reduction of much administrative work to a great extent. There are many user-friendly tools and applications beneficial for teachers for designing and developing the e-content. Teachers can conduct various learning activities simultaneously and can scale up to meet the requirement of number of learners depending on the platform used. I would like to conclude my presentation by these statements. E-learning demands positive attitude and adequate motivation on the part of learners and teachers. E-learning is more effective when it is blended learning. That means it's a combination of e-learning with traditional teaching methods. In spite of certain barriers, e-learning is very useful. And as you know that since the learners and the teachers are overcoming barriers and they are enjoying it, it is becoming more and more popular. E-learning makes teaching and learning enjoyable and exciting, in addition to enhancement of productivity and improvement of performance. E-learning will play a significant role in career development of both learner as well as teachers.
Friends, success is a journey of consistently striving to be better at what you do. I thank you all for your participation. For any query or questions, you can reach out to me at my email ID, drvijayfate@gmail.com, or you may contact me on WhatsApp 94221 26457. Once again, thanks.